Also had some intense winds today in Sacramento County. This video was shot in Carmichael this morning, and you can see how strong that wind is. At about 10 in the morning, it brought down some tree limbs and stirred up debris.
And KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer is right on the border of Sacramento and Carmichael. Leanne, just such a different scene behind you from what we saw earlier today. So are people still cleaning up?
Absolutely. We're on Manzanita Avenue right now, such a busy road for folks who know this area, and there are signs of this morning's wind everywhere. We'll start first with across the street at the Manzanita Healthcare Center. You can see all that debris on the ground, but if we want to come back to this side of the street, you'll see just another example of the debris that we've been seeing throughout this area and what's been cleaned up so far. So when neighbors in and around Carmichael, residents really spent today cleaning up these downed trees, split branches, and debris from outside their homes after this strange wind event this morning. We spoke with one resident, a new homeowner, who said that his power went out and then he heard a crash. He quickly realized a branch from one of the trees outside not only crashed onto his roof, but punctured through the ceiling.
I didn't expect wind. I didn't expect freak wind like this. So I had no idea the weather would turn like that.
And that was sort of the general consensus that we heard from people, that they were going through their regular morning routines when all of a sudden they just noticed things change. And we're going to be having more stories from this Carmichael area and the Sacramento area nearby throughout the evening tonight. But really some incredible stories coming out of this part of our region today in Sacramento County. Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Leanne, thank you. And meteorologist Heather Waldman joins us now to talk more about the winds we saw in Carmichael. Heather, we've had a lot of calls. We've got some video, people wanting to know, was this a tornado? What was it?
It was not a tornado. This was straight line wind damage. That decision was made by the National Weather Service meteorologists in Sacramento. They determined that by going in person, looking at the damage, looking at the video that we showed you, talking to people on the ground. And based on all of that, they've determined that the damage you saw was caused by straight line winds and not a tornado. We agree with that, and I want to show you why. We'll start with a radar loop of this morning's little shower that moved through. No lightning as this came through, and not a whole lot of rain reaching the ground. I want to pause this right at about 9:50 this morning. That's when the shower and the winds really started to pick up in the area. Let's see if this will, there we go. So again, as the winds really started to pick up in the Carmichael area, not a lot of rain reaching the ground, but at the time, our radar was showing a little bit of wind moving towards the shower and a little bit of wind moving away from the shower, but no tight rotation within that cell. So here's what the winds would have looked like. In order to call this a tornado, first we would have looked for rotation on the radar. We did not see that in this case. I also want to show you something interesting that we saw with the temperatures in the area. And maybe you noticed that if you were there. This is a look at the temperature gauge from Mather Airport, not too far from Carmichael. It's just to the south. We're going to pay attention to this area here between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Notice how the temperature here spiked quite a bit, by almost 20 degrees in just about 30 minutes. When we see the temperature jump that quickly as a shower is moving through, that's a sign that we've got air moving down very, very quickly. We call that a downdraft. When that happens, the air gets forced down, and then as it hits the ground, it gets forced out. Air moving out, well, that was that crazy wind that you saw in that video in the Carmichael area. Back to you.
All right, thank you.